All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a game. This game is going to be an all-the-random game between Drotaverine and Sheik. Sheik spawning as the blue human on the top right-hand side of the map. This is going to be Boulder Vale. And meanwhile, on the bottom left-hand side, Drotaverine spawning as the undead. Undead versus human, but, well, we know that all the random means that, well, you get all the random heroes. All right, Ultra of Darkness going to go ahead, be summoned up, and this is still a question that I have. I don't think anyone commented on it yet, whether or not you can build this Ultra of Darkness later and then just go to the tavern and get that hero that way. That way you delay that early Ultra of Darkness, perhaps get your crypt out a little bit faster and get more ghouls or more other units out. We are looking at a Farseer going up against a Beastmaster in this human versus undead matchup. All right, always interesting to see new things or new strategies coming out. There's a quick sleep onto one of the wolves. That wolf needs to wake up and at least do a little bit of damage there. And there it goes, finally waking up. We see a dark troll high priest going to get cleaned up as we are now getting some random mercenaries. All right, so a Harpy Scout, a level 1 random mercenary, but there are going to be Quill Beasts out that can shoot it out of the sky. If you ever wondered why, hey, why would people be hiring so many different random mercenaries? That is the reason why. As we see this Harpy Scout just, well, 7 to 10 damage, average attack speed, piercing, but, well, since it is flying, it can cause a bit of problems. As we see, well, maybe the Quill Beast can get shot down. That would actually be funny if this guy can actually shoot down the Quill Beast and cause problems there. There's a little bit of damage. Oh, you can see that the Harpy Scout is taking a little bit of damage as well, and now trying to back away. All right, we are getting up a farm here, a proxy farm, to constantly summon up or get more units from that position. Quill Beast here, Farseer wants to go after these Quill Beasts, and once the Quill Beasts are taken down, well, you can actually have just free reign with that Harpy Scout. All right, Harpy Scout has to be careful. There is a Ziggurat right here. There's a little bit of deny trying to, well, stop any of that healing, as the early damage from this Harpy Scout could cause problems. However, this Acolyte, remember, he is on Blight. He is going to be able to regenerate quite a bit of hit points while on Blight, not really in any danger. And Drotaverine also has an additional Acolyte if one of the Acolytes are taking a little bit of damage here. Coming back through, Farseer perhaps going to try and summon up some more wolves, militia, clear out of this greater dark minion creep camp here. There's the Enforcer, and, well, there we are. There we go. Skeletal Marksman going to get taken out. What additional unit's going to get trained up? It is going to be an Ice Troll Priest, exactly what the doctor ordered. Actually, I don't know if that Ice Troll Priest actually has Abolish Magic. Abolish Magic would be incredibly effective against all of these, all of the summons of the Beastmaster. All right, Farseer are going to pick up a Ring of Regeneration there, and now this Ice Troll Priest is also going to be able to provide a little bit of healing back at home, as the Beastmaster, well, has a Sacrificial Skull. We're looking at some more creeping here as well. Dark Troll going to get taken out. Rod of Necromancy used to summon up some more units here as the Beastmaster goes after this last Sasquatch. Expansion already being placed down by Sheik. Meanwhile, Skeletal Minion is going to be wandering around here. We can see there's a Cloak of Shadows being left behind. Harpy Scout still scouting out into the sky here. And this is an interesting spot. Oh, Beastmaster could be in trouble. There's a Chain Lightning Steel. Farseer has quite a bit of damage that they can deal. Harpy Scout even joining in on the battle here, trying to finish off a ghoul or two. That's going to be one. Well, no, that's denied right there. Beautifully done. But this ghoul does get finished off here. Skeletal Minion going to get taken out here, perhaps hiring up some more mercenaries. And Sheik may just be abusing the mercenary camps. And perhaps Drotaverine doesn't realize how powerful those mercenaries can possibly be. Also, Beastmaster only sitting on Quill Beast right now, has not gone for any other units yet, as we are looking at the Skeletal Minion making its way out. Town Hall, no upgrade to Tier 2. Meanwhile, Halls of the Dead already at Tier 2 here, and we're going to see a little bit of damage go back and forth. All right, in comes a Makura Tidecaller. Perhaps that's going to be able to cast some spells as well. No, Frost Armor onto the wolves here, picking up that free Cloak of Shadows, and Sheik is just well, he's more experienced in this all the random strategy. He knows how powerful these creeps can be. The Beastmaster coming back around here. Whose is this? This is Drotavarine's. Drotaverine should know that the Farseer is trying to creep out this location, perhaps line of sight, blocking just a little bit here. As we're looking at the Farseer sitting at, well, going to be getting close to 3.5. And looking pretty strong overall. Tauren Chieftain is going to be the second hero coming across from Drotaverine right now, as we are looking at Beastmaster, Tauren Chieftain ready to, well, make some plays. There's some cursings, there's some damage. Beastmaster missing that target. We're going to see some Chain Lightning bouncing around as well. No, that is a Thunderhawk. All right, so the Beastmaster got to level 3, opted to go for level 2 Thunderhawk first, as that's going to be some major damage. Thunderhawk quickly getting taken out, as a Sheik picks up another Ice Troll Priest. That is going to be a lot of healing to be had, and there's a, what, minor replenishment potion, well, not picked up. All right, so not quite sure why not picking that up. Perhaps doesn't really care about the mana. All right, we can see Guard Tower O does not finish off that one low hit point ghoul. That ghoul is going to be able to retreat all the way back, and still, wow, that ghoul once more being able to fall back here. A second Guard Tower should come up soon, and well, with that, the expansion is going to be able to work pretty well. All right, low hit point ghoul just runs into a bunch of creeps, and Drotaverine is in a bit of trouble. We are going into Necromancer and Skeletal Mastery. We are getting up some Meat Wagons and also Exhumed Corpses, so we could turn this into some sort of, well, Necromancer Meat Wagon strategy. Now, if Sheik is not on top of this, he's going to have a really, really difficult time, as he does need to get Priest in order to dispel magic. All right, Sheik is in the driver's seat of this game. All right, in comes this Harpy Scout. Harpy Scout taking quite a bit of damage, trying to do a little bit of poking. He sees the Temple of the Damned and should be able to finish it off. That Harpy Scout going to get taken out by, well, no, taken out by the Halls of the Dead. No experience given. Tauren Chieftain still wandering around. No stomp, no endurance aura as of yet, as the Temple of the Damned is going to get pressured. All right, Acolytes coming over to repair. That is going to be absolutely necessary if you want to be able to, well, go for this Necromancer Meat Wagon strategy. You need this Temple of the Damned to stay alive. Meanwhile, the Hawk going to be going straight after this Ice Troll Priest. Ice Troll Priest getting a little bit of frost armor, but it doesn't matter. The magic damage of the Hawk dealing quite a bit right there. Meanwhile, Tidecaller now getting frost armor as well. We're going to see some of these footmen getting taken out, as we now see a Green Drake by Sheik. All right, so Green Drake by Sheik now joining in on the battlefield. The Hawk should perhaps be going after the Green Drake, as the Green Drake, well, quickly takes that down. Farseer sitting at level 4 now. And now this Green Drake is just having an absolute field day, as Sheik says, you know, with all that random, who needs any human units? Let me just hire everything up from the mercenary camps. There is a footman even higher, standing by at the other mercenary camp to hire up even more. Sheik is a little bit low on gold, though, down to 195 right now, even though he is mining off of 2 bases and now going into dual Griffin Aviaries. 41 supply compared to 47. Treants, Treants of Sheik. What force of how did? Not quite sure. My brain's trying to process. Well, is there a force? No, there's no Keeper of the Grove. I'm not quite sure where exactly those came from. Perhaps the Tidecaller or some other summoned unit. Is it this guy? The Elder Sasquatch, perhaps able to call that there. All right. Necromancers, Meat Wagon, ready to, well, throw down damage. There is Blight. There's a lot of corpses inside those Meat Wagons, and in comes the other army. Red Drake is going to be dropping, and here we are. You're going to see that you're going to see that the Skeletal Minions are trying to come back around. Meanwhile, Sheik is bringing the entire WarCraft 3, plethora of units here. Overlord Arachnid, the bear, the polar bear, the Green Drake. So many units just being brought out here on the battlefield. It doesn't even feel like WarCraft 3 at this point, as we see more Necromancers getting popped out here. All right, Farseer trying to go after the Obsidian statues. There goes down a couple of Necromancers as well. Sheik's summons, or Sheik's mercenaries, are getting cleaned up here. Sheik also losing a little bit of control on some of these mercenaries, as well as the Gargoyle looking to back away. All right, it looks like the Green Drake could get taken down, taking quite a bit of damage as well. We're looking at the Skeletal mages trying to poke him down. Remember, green drakes, they have this heavy armor. I believe it's, well, flying units normally have light armor. It is just the summoned variations that suddenly have this heavy armor, making them, well, strong against these skeletal mages, as piercing damage doesn't do nearly as much damage to these units. Obsidian statue trying to get away. Remember, the obsidian statue does not benefit, or does not get the unholy aura benefit to try and regenerate hit points, as though they were from well, alongside that death knight. All right, couple of treants getting summoned up and kind of get blocked into a corner, summoning up some more units again. This meat wagon trying to get more here. We're looking at more damage coming across. Sheik, the shadow caster, some chaos damage, and this meat wagon could get taken down by the Farseer here. It gets taken out as knights are now out here onto the battlefield. So many units, so much damage coming across here. We're looking at this one Sheik now trying to get taken down as it gets taken down. Level 3 now on that Tauren Chieftain, perhaps going to go for a level 2 stomp. All right, coming back through. Farseer. Well, Farseer, Drake going to engage, perhaps try and take down, or try and like head back home and heal up just a little bit here. Meanwhile, Beastmaster, Tauren Chieftain looking to clear out some of these, well, Dark Troll Berserker creep camps. More units coming off. A Wendigo Shaman, level 7, now making its way out. Farseer sitting at level 5. We're looking at 61 supply compared to 43. As the Beastmaster and Tauren Chieftain are going to go ahead and, well, try and, well, take some claims somewhere. We are going to Tier 3, Halls of the Dead, going to Black Citadel. Sheik is already at Tier 3, has the barracks. I believe he has animal war training. Meatwagon's going to try and lob some damage over onto all of these, onto this location here, as we are looking at a Scroll of Town Portal inbound. All right. Perfect timing here. They're going to come across. The army looks rather small, but these are all high supply units. Remember, that is this is the opposite of the go wide strategy. Knights, the Elder Sasquatch, the Griffin Riders, the Green Drake, all of these are relatively high supply units. So that's why this is a 64 supply army, but it just seems so much smaller in terms of how much space they are taking. Drotaverine opposite, with so many summoned units here. Completely opposite here. Tauren Chieftain gets in a massive stomp across multiple units, as the Elder Sasquatch could end up getting into a little bit of trouble. All right, there's a rejuvenation. More skeletal minions getting trained up here. Obsidian Statue providing plenty of mana. Meat Wagons need to lob and attack, as we're looking at all of these units still trying to engage across off onto the side. All right, Thunderhawk going to try to take things down there. No, it's going to end up getting cleaned up here. Skeletal mages and minions trying to poke down some of these other units. Staff of Sanctuary trying to save some other units here. Farseer at level 5 continuing to poke his way through. Griffin should be able to dive in onto the meat wagons and also these obsidian statues, and you can see that magic damage, how effective it is against these meat wagons and obsidian statues there. There goes a knight though. Beastmaster now sitting at level 5. Tauren Chieftain now sitting at level 4. Endurance Aura. These skeletal mages are attacking very quickly, and this may actually come as a bit of a shock and a surprise, as we're still looking at more pressuring coming across. More meat wagons lobbing in the attacks, and Sheik could find himself losing this expo and losing that economic advantage. Quill Beasts are the level 5 varieties, I believe, yes, and able to fight back quite a bit. Now they're trying to retreat back in again. Meat wagons are going to lob down, take down this last guard tower, and Sheik could find himself in trouble. This not going for Priest actually coming back to haunt him right now, as we're looking at the Shadow Wolves trying to dive in here, but not going to be able to finish off this meat wagon again. There's a lot of Griffins, and the Beastmaster just kind of shaking off that damage. Piercing damage, magic damage, not going to be doing too much, as we see a couple of Crypt Fiends by Drotaverine as well, perhaps to web down those targets. All right. Well, pop-up units, pop-up army once more. All right, and we're looking at the meat wagon going to get taken down again. Necromancers trying to retreat back, and we're looking at 51 supply compared to 44. What is going on here? The Necromancers all currently low on mana. Obsidian Statue going to come by. It needs to provide Essence of Mana, and by providing Essence of Mana, should be able to turn all of these corpses back out into other additional units. That was a lot of peasants lost. That was a lot of just necromancers converted here as well, and we're still seeing more units coming over to reinforce. Sheik had the economic advantage, now currently behind, as he only has a level 5 Farseer going up against a level 5 Beastmaster and a level 4 Tauren Chieftain. The level 4 Tauren Chieftain's early stomp opening up some easy damage onto all of those ground units, as now Sheik has just taken purely to the skies. We should be looking at more Crypt Fiends getting trained up, and this is a great play by Drotaverine, switching up the tactics. If he is using a couple of Crypt Fiends, he's gonna be able to web them down, force fights and engagements. Meanwhile, we're looking at the Farseer off on the north here, trying to clear out some big creep camps, perhaps getting a little bit more damage. Green Drake and this, well, Wendigo Shaman. 51 supply compared to 50. Sheik is in low upkeep limbo, or purgatory, not able to really build up that economic advantage or build up that army size advantage that he needs. 44 supply army compared to 44, so the army sizes are comparable, but the Tauren Chieftain can still level up. This is that awkward stage where, well, if you go for only one hero, your opponent can actually catch up quite a bit, right? And that's what's happening. The Tauren Chieftain now picks up healing wards as well. The Beastmaster should not be nearby. The Tauren Chieftain may end up getting denied level 5. Yeah, denied level 5 here, as we're looking. Well, nope, Sheik may actually be gift wrapping experience, and that's going to be a problem. Meatwagon going to get taken down. Tauren Chieftain going to get to level 5. That's going to be a level 3 stomp, most likely, as we now see a drop inside the base of Drotaverine. All right, economically speaking, well, Sheik is in a little bit of a dominant position again, switching strategies up. We're looking at damage still going down. Remember, the Green Drake does not do chaos damage. The Wendigo Shaman does chaos damage, which is full damage against these Ziggurats as well. Farseer gets up to level 6, gonna go ahead and scroll a town portal and teleport back home. All right, this is some very bad news for Drotaverine. Suddenly, he is now behind economically. Tauren Chieftain, what is he doing? He's gonna go straight after this Farseer. Oh, he retrained a Shockwave. All right, so he retrained a Shockwave. Perhaps he was going to try to start shockwaving down some of these units as well. Well, the Tauren Chieftain is going to be in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, down to 321 hit points. He needs to retreat back out. And this is taking quite a bit of damage. A healing ward now placed down as well. There's some damage, and that gets cleaned up. Healing ward for that Tauren Chieftain. Healing ward does provide quite a bit, as the Tauren Chieftain going to venture on in. All right, Obsidian Statue going to provide a little bit of hit points as well. We're looking at, oh, there's a Sasquatch right there. Just shockwave it. No. Went for the buildings instead of going for the important units. That Elder Sasquatch, level 6, going to get taken down. One more point of damage. Yes, it does get taken out. There's a reveal. We're going to see a couple of these wolves. Oh, nope. The wolf able to get the final shot off on that meat wagon, and now we're still seeing more things summon up. All right, another shockwave perhaps to try and land down, and we could see thunder lizards. Oh my gosh, Drotaverine, does he know how to cast thunder lizards and to take down these buildings? And that would be absolutely huge. Is he gonna do it? Yes, he does. He's using thunder lizards. Oh, these thunder lizards on the far left were not in the right position. He didn't turn it quite right, but he is summoning and taking down all of these buildings here. Meanwhile, Farseer coming back across here, trying to do a little bit of a base race. Meat wagons, this Black Citadel going to get taken down. Remember, Sheik has this 9 o'clock expansion and still has a couple of farms all over the place. So this is turning into a base race scenario in all the random. All right, Thunder Lizards continuing to find ways to destroy buildings. Tauren Chieftain perhaps, or ghouls now being brought back over. Acolyte being brought over here, but there's not that much gold to mine. All right, Necromancer is going to be summoning up some more buildings here. Tauren Chieftain being brought back off to the north. Perhaps he's going to try and take down this castle and then start with figuring out if his opponent has an expansion anywhere else. It feels like Sheik is actually going to be able to come out on top of this fight just because he has more hit points on these buildings. All right, Sheik's siege engine getting completely surrounded here. Shadow Wolves still making their way back over. We're looking at a little bit of damage being done. Crypt Fiends, all of these units trying to get in position. All right, Necromancer summoning up Skeletal Mages and Skeletal Minions as we're looking at more damage coming back on through. All right, Necromancer is trying to, well, find these siege engines and take them down. Meat Wagon could also be used as well, as we're looking at, well, siege engine and a goblin shredder trying to take down these buildings. Standing army, 48 supply compared to 51, but, well, in terms of size, supply, yes, well, Drotaverine does have all of these skeletal mages. Sheik is going to lose all of these buildings there. There goes a shockwave, but Drotaverine still has quite a ways to go if he wants to do a full base kill. This base off over here is still providing plenty of hit points, and the fact that it's on the other side of the map could be a problem. Meanwhile, the Goblin Shredder finishing off this building here, and we still have Siege Engine dealing damage to the base. All right. I think Sheik is just going to try and keep his opponent in check here, and Drotaverine doesn't have the ability to summon anything. He has an Acolyte, but there's no Blight, so the only thing that he can do is perhaps haunt a gold mine, as we're looking at this Acolyte trying to retreat away. Once this Acolyte is gone, that is going to be all she wrote. Is he going to try and summon? Nope, Acolyte is gone. No more. Oh, no, there goes that building there. Siege Engine was able to take it down. Scroll of Town Portal, and Drotaverine ends up leaving the game. Sheik is your victor with the lower score. Let me know what you guys thought about this crazy all the random matchup between Sheik and Drotaverine.